Hollywood, they love, the show's dark for the week. Baba Booey, show's dark for the week.
He's talking television.
Look at you, bro.
Yes, and the Yankees had a matinee yesterday.
So, there's a bar across the street that's a legendary bar. It's called Stan's. Everybody meets there before the game. So we start there.
Great bar.
So Artie knows everybody. Artie knows the guy at the parking garage. Artie knows the guys at Stan's. Everybody knows Artie.
He's Mr. Yankee.
And
I've known him for years.
Artie's whole day is people coming up to him, yelling out names of Italian people that they think he knows. Like they go, "Hey, Artie, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. Joey, he said he played baseball with you in 3rd grade."
Right.
Artie goes, "I don't know him."
Right.
Yeah, he knows you. The next guy, it's like, Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah.
And if Artie knows him, he looks for a little bit, then he goes, good kid.
Right.
That's like the seal of approval. Good
Wow.
kid.
Yeah.
Artie's got his own little fiefdom.
Yeah.
But it's all day long. It's just all these names. You know this guy? You know this guy?
Right.
All right. So we're at Stan's. Now, we got there at Ross bought Artie.
What do they expect to have happen if Artie knows the guy?
Just approval.
I don't know. A lot of times I don't have any idea who they're talking about. And then if I do, I just go, tell them I said hi. And then
that happened at
conversation.
least, 5 or 6 times yesterday?
Easy.
So then you go to the game.
So, no, we're at Stan's. So, Artie had a Jack, I guess it was a Jack and Water. So I saw that one. Now, I had to step out because I was on the phone a couple of times. So I did see when we were trying to leave, a guy held up a shot for Artie. But Artie can't turn around and just say, no, I'm going to the game. So he goes back in to get the shot.
The guy bought a shot.
So I'm going to give you 2 drinks at Stan's, but there was probably more, right?
It was probably about 3 drinks.
Okay, so we got 3 Jacks at Stan's. Now we go in, we sit down in our seats, and the waitress comes. So she's want to take our food order. So I'm not really listening to what's going on. Artie's 2 seats away from me. She goes, okay, let me repeat back that order. That's a turkey hero, a hamburger, a water, and 4 Jack Daniels on the rocks. 4.
Man.
No, here's the situation.
Who was drinking Jack Daniels on the rock?
Hold on, we're not done yet.
Besides Artie.
At a Yankee game, it takes forever to get something.
Right, so you ordered.
That was for the game.
No, it wasn't for the game. That was for the next 2 innings. Okay, so you take the 3 from Stan's and the 4 we ordered. Now we're up to 7.
Right.
Now Artie gets up and he goes, I got to go to the bathroom. So while he's gone, Ross and I go, we should probably order Artie more drinks. The woman goes, it's last call. It's 6th inning. So we order 1. Let's get him 2. Right, so we order 2, but Artie comes back with, it was either a double or a triple from the bathroom.
It was a double.
So that's another 4 to go with the 4 and the 8, and the 3 is 11. And I don't know what happened after I left.
Wow, Artie.
Yeah, okay. So it's a baseball game.
But do you see the baseball game?
Yeah.
Wait, do you actually enjoy the game?
I loved the game. I bet $1,000 on the Yanks. I won.
Right.
It was a beautiful afternoon. It was such a fun time.
Artie said to me, he looked at me while we were standing at Stan's, and he goes, this is better than Christmas. Day game, this weather, Yankees, this is the best day of the year.
It's just so great to be an American. This is what the terrorists are trying to take from us.
So here's what he's right. If they had a good baseball game and Jack and Water and stuff in Iraq.
What a nice afternoon.
You know, Artie's not blowing up anything.
He hates anybody. Yeah.
So here's where it gets funny now, because I understand that this is Artie's gig at all the games. So we're 6 seats.
It's got to be sloshed.
He actually was. I gotta say, he was like relaxed.
Oh my God!
I felt relaxed.
We're 6 rows off the field. I mean, we're really close to the field, right?
Yeah.
Third base coach for the Baltimore Orioles. Nobody knows him from a hole in the wall. His name's on the back of a shirt, 𝗵𝗿𝗱, right? Guy's like in his 50s or whatever, just standing there. Artie's voice cuts through the whole crowd. He goes, 𝗵𝗿𝗱. You have no ass. Where's your ass? And the guy had no ass. Artie went on for like 3 minutes about the guy's ass. Hey, 𝗵𝗿𝗱, where's your ass? And everyone's cracking up.
Does the guy hear it?
Yeah,
he's absolutely hears it.
That's the greatest thing about these seats. The guy definitely hears it.
Right.
And he doesn't turn around. He's got to ignore you.
And is the crowd cheering you on?
Oh, yeah, they loved it.
They loved it.
They loved it.
Yeah.
But the other great thing about these seats is now A-Rod plays third.
Right.
So
Yes.
A-Rod's standing next to this old guy who's just barely probably making a living. The other great thing now is to yell out like, hey, 𝗵𝗿𝗱, A-Rod bought the Orioles. You're fired. I mean, he's literally standing next to Jeter and A-Rod. These guys make $1 billion. This guy's probably making like 100 G's a year.
So then Will came down to sit in our seats, and Will's another funny guy. He likes to drink a little bit, too. When he drinks, he gets loud.
Yeah.
Really?
So he loves to go to opposing parks and make noise. Like
Nice.
I would be. I'm a Met fan. I'm not wearing my Met hat. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just gonna watch the game. So we're sitting at the seats, and Will's got a couple of drinks, and he starts yelling out really loud. He's like, "A-Rod homo, A-Rod homo."
Oh,
That's not cool at a Yankee game.
A-Rod homo? And what happens then after?
Nobody said anything. I thought people were going to throw drinks at him and
Well,
stuff.
it was just sad.
Then he's like, "Let's go Baltimore." And I'm like, "What Yankee Stadium, dude? What, are you looking for trouble?"
Yeah, what, do you want to get his ass kicked?
And then Will gave me the whole dissertation on how important it is to bet on a game, how it changes everything. Because Will bet the under, which was 10.5 runs.
Right.
That means the two teams had to score under 10.5 runs. And he goes, "Listen, you have to bet on a game. You don't understand, because now this game that's pretty much meaningless to me is now exciting."
Well, how much should he bet?
I don't know what he bet, but Artie just dropped 1,000 on the game right before we went in, just because he wanted it to be exciting.
Well,
Did Will win?
Wasn't it exciting enough between the 900 Jack of Waters and the beautiful day?
Well, here, you know what?
Well, now he has to have a reason to stay up.
You see, I put up 2,200 to win 1,000 because the Yankees were heavily favored.
Right.
So that made it very interesting.
Right.
But
Will won his bet.
yeah,
But there were times when the bases were loaded, and there were none out, and he's just like sweating.
Right.
Because one swing at the bat,
That's fun.
4 more runs.
Yeah, that makes it interesting.
That sounds like a good day.
the good thing about going with Ross too is every time I heckled the third base coach, it was there was a period at the end of it with a "How are you?"
Right.
So are you guys sitting with John, or was he...
Well, he was a couple of rows behind us.
Right. How does he get good seats?
John, has tickets somehow. I'm not sure how, but he has seats.
Yeah, he says he's a big name dropper now.
What names
Well, because
is he dropping?
He goes, who's on the show? It's really cool. Maria Shriver, she came looking for me, too. And, when she left, she's like, "Goodbye, John." By the way, Angelina Jolie. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And who's the other one? Who's the girl that does the voice of Shrek?
Cameron Diaz?
Cameron Diaz. Oh, my God, to see her. It's unbelievable. And then he's just someone else who lives in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, who lives near him and all that.
Oh, so now he's dropping all the neighbors' names.
I live right across the street from Gary Sinise. I hear him playing the drums every night. You like that movie, Like Mike? The guy who wrote it lives next door.
Wow.
I am the lighting director from Lord of the Rings. The other day, I saw Madonna.
Big name dropper.
I would have invited her in, but we were
Doc.
He's got a weird move, too. He's wearing shorts yesterday, and he's still got that big, giant, thick wallet, but no pockets.
Yeah.
So he makes everybody hold his stuff. It's just funny. He's like, here, Will, put my wallet in your pocket. He makes everyone hold his stuff. It's a funny.
What is that?
Slave.
And I said,
What
to
is
him, what's going to happen? You're going to forget your wallet, then you're going to make somebody FedEx it back to L.A. It's always an issue.
Yeah, right. It's all about him. That's weird.
His wallet and his phone and his cigarettes, everyone...
Yeah, he's got all this stuff and he has no place to put it.
Yeah.
It is. There wasn't a change in that at all.
Big mess.
Same enormous wallet. He's got an enormous...
Yeah, it's really like 3 or 4 inches thick. I don't know what's
Yet
in it.
there's never any money in it.
No money.
Yeah. I don't have any money.
Artie, could you pick this up, please?
Why would you want someone to hold your wallet? Like, what do you do?
But that's why he was always forgetting and losing
Right.
stuff.
He did pick up we all stuffed into a gypsy cab at the end of it.
What's going on with Belmont?
I'm going Saturday, definitely.
Well, I wouldn't want to be any part of that.
I was going to go,
It's
but
gonna
the
be
race
crazy.
starts so much later than I thought.
Yeah, it's a late race.
6:40.
Too much.
It's going to be nuts, man, because horses, going for the Triple Crown.
It is going to be. It's very exciting to be there at that time.
They're expecting 150,000.
And Howard, you have never seen a horse treated like that. It's like the horse is Mick Jagger.
When the horse left Philadelphia...
But isn't this horse like a sea biscuit? Didn't he get, his face messed up?
Got his face smashed in. The original...
And he doesn't have great bloodlines.
And he was never going to, be able to run again after he got his face smashed in?
There's a weird story, too, where the original owner was and the guy that half-owned the horse wanted to get out of racing because he was so upset about the guy being killed. So he got rid of all of his horses except for 2 or 3, and this is one
and
of
then
them.
there's a trainer issue, too. That's sort of, it's all crazy.
But his face got smashed in. It was fractured and everything, and then he recovered.
The odds right now are 2 to 5.
But they say
Heavily
he's a
favored.
great horse with a great heart.
He's not going to win.
But Robert's right.
So?
They never win.
Not
It does happen. It
Very
does happen,
rarely.
and he has never lost a race.
He will not win.
Last Triple Crown winner
He
was
will win. How much you
79.
want to bet?
Name it.
I'll bet you $1,000.
No. Because I mean, you know.
100 then.
And horses don't know they're the favorite. They don't know.
He doesn't care about that.
Yeah, no, he's just a good
He
runner.
just likes to run.
Yeah.
But Robin was right. Like, the horse left Philadelphia on Thursday to come up to Belmont. I think there was, like, a police escort and helicopters following it, and camera crews. That's what they had. They had 2 live camera crews following his trip to Belmont.
He's not going to win.
And then when they're there at wherever Belmont is, he's got guards around the clock. He gets special everything. He has a horse that they just keep just to pal around with him. He has to have his own buddy. And when they bring him out, there will be police around him like he's the president of the United States.
Wow.
A lot of money.
Well, because you know what they do to those horses? They sponge them. They stick sponges up their nose. That's what they did to Seabiscuit. They shove sponges up their nose so that when they're running, they can't breathe and they can't run as fast.
Yeah. Who does that? The competition?
Yeah.
It's been done.
Hey, I got to take a break. When we come back, we got to do Beat the Juice. A grandmother's going to play for her grandson to get a porn star to go to the prom. I know, it's complicated, isn't it? And we have a whole bunch of other stuff, too, and we'll be back right after these words.
Here's Mike Tyson planning his strategy for his next fight.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I'll eat your on the line. Oh, anybody in here can't with this. This is the ultimate, man. You hoe. Come and say in my face. That's for everybody. Come on, you. You're scared coward. You're not man enough for me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white. Scared of the real man. I'll you till you love me.
Howard Stern Show.
Then we're in Vegas. They want to have more meetings.
Oh, boy.
Because our agent's coming out there, and when he gets out there, he gets bored, and he wants to have meetings, but he forgets that I have to work.
Right. You'll be doing a show.
Yeah, I'm a little busy.
You'll be splitting 8s.
Yeah. Well, I want a little time for that, too.
Of course.
I need to split some 8s.
Because you're in Las Vegas.
All right. Please, enough. All right with that guy. So how'd your meetings go?
All right, I guess. There's a movie I have a shot at getting in.
Oh, so you were out there auditioning.
Yeah. Well, just like a meeting type thing.
I thought that you were out there with your sitcom meeting.
Well, that was part of, me and Sam had to get together to figure out a way to, the network did what they call rolling it over till mid-season.
What does that mean?
I think it means it's dead.
Oh. Why, they didn't like the...
What did you do?
No, I don't think they think that, I'd be likable in a sitcom.
I agree.
So I'm going, what do I have the deal here for?
Yeah, what?
They actually said that to you?
No, I think in an indirect way that's what they say. Because in the sitcom, I play a guy who's kind of like a road comedian, you know?
Right.
And they want me to have a girlfriend in the show. And I said, isn't it funnier if I try to get laid on the road and stuff? And they don't think that's likable behavior for a sitcom.
So have a girlfriend. Who cares? Cheat on her.
I mean, yeah, well, I said, yeah, isn't that unlikable if I have a girlfriend? A single guy trying to have seems like normal. Babe.
See, I'd watch a show where a guy has a girlfriend, and then you keep trying to reinvent a line for cheating.
Yeah.
But although you should have a girlfriend, because, like, who's going to believe you're sort of like a ladies' man?
No. See, that's the humor. They're not going to be hot chicks.
Right, like pigs.
They're going to be the kind of chicks I was getting when I was a broke stand-up comedian.
Right. Well, hey, that's funny to me, but...
Yeah, so...
But if the network's saying you're not likable, by giving you a girlfriend, you'd be likable?
Yeah. I think exactly.
And what are they going to give you, a way hotter girlfriend than you really should have?
Of course.
Well, yeah.
Because they even do that with King of Queens and stuff.
Right, and then it's not going to be believable then.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, they don't want believable. They don't want believable. They want likable.
But that
Artie's like, no, you don't understand. It's got to be somewhat realistic. And they're like, no, it doesn't.
Right.
You know, Tim Allen's 40-something years old. His girlfriend's 20 in the movies. I mean, you know.
But then they don't go all the way with it. They try to go halfway, like get a chick who's cute. So if we're going to go the unbelievable route, let's get Heidi Klum to do it.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah, what if I'm just married to this unbelievably smoking hot model?
And she's mad about you.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm playing just these bachelor parties doing stand-up, and they figure out why she's married to me.
So what's the deal? You're not going to get the sitcom or what?
Well, they said it's not officially dead yet. Me and Sam were trying to figure out a way to make me likable.
Acceptable to everyone.
Why don't you do your real life? Be a comedian on the Howard Stern. You get a break on the Howard Stern show. Then you get a hot girlfriend. But, you know, everyone's debating whether or not you got her because you're on the Howard Stern show or because she really likes you. And you're constantly testing her to see whether you like her.
I have your permission to do that?
Yeah, who cares?
No.
Well, you don't have to be the Howard Stern show. Be the Bob and Tom show or whatever. The guy in Indianapolis, those idiots who rip us off. Or be the Big Bubba's, whatever, the Big Bubble. Bubble the Love Sponge. Be him.
Well, in the show, I'm on a really lame sitcom, but I make good money. So that's a way to get chicks, you know.
Yeah.
But then the show gets canceled, so I go back to my old life.
So let me think this through. You get a sitcom.
Right. Really?
And you get a hot chick, and the whole time you're debating whether the hot chick really wants you for you.
Right.
Or she wants you because you're on a sitcom.
Yeah, that's part of what this guy goes through. And
I like that.
And then the sitcom gets canceled.
Go ahead.
And then I have to go back to my whole life.
Well, no one wants to see that.
See, that's a problem.
That's a downer.
No, but it's like I have to do these really bad gigs to keep up.
No one wants to see that.
That's a downer. Yeah, I'm getting depressed.
Just be on a sitcom and be a successful sitcom, and you can't figure out whether this chick likes you for you or not.
Right.
And you constantly test her.
Oh, okay.
And then you get anal from a guy.
And then as long as apparently as long as you get a different guy to play the lead,
right,
it'll be fine.
I don't know. You know what? You're right. Sitcoms are not for you.
It's hard.
You and Sam work it out.
You know
you know what? Why am I busy in your meeting, in your dreaded nightmare?
Hey, thanks, Rick. Can we meet today from 2 to 6:30?
I was going to say, did
No.
you work enough yesterday?
Yeah, and this is what my meeting was like. Well, you know, rock and roll high school, so then the girl takes in, I'm like, ah.
It's a lot of work, man.
It is.
Trying to figure out, you know.
I just want someone to go off, ride it, and I'll collect a lot of money.
But Artie said he might be up for a movie. A week ago, he was saying he thought his movie career was over.
Yeah, look at you. What movie you up for, bro?
Well, it would be another Will Ferrell movie. It'd be like my 4th in a row.
Oh, all right. So
you're the new team now.
Thank God he's working. Well, it's not really a team. I have 4 lines, and he's the star of the movie.
Right. It's your usual.
That's the winning formula.
Can't they give you a bigger part?
It would be like maybe a part that would shoot for like 2 weeks.
Oh, all right. So that's good.
That would be decent.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you get for something like that?
I don't know. That's the other big question. You're afraid to ask.
Mike, Francois Botha, 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do. How about kill this mother?
Okay. How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you or does it work against you at times?
Now, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
Class act, buddy.
Hey, Mike.
Beat up your station. I'm gonna beat up your station. I'm gonna beat up your satellite dish. Hey, you know why I talk like this? Because, like Bruce Banner, I was affected by gamma rays and I turned into Iron Mike Tyson. I go crazy. I turn into the Hulk. Sometimes when those photographers are shooting pictures of me, the lights make me crazy like King Kong. Yeah. And I get crazy. Get those lights away from me, you crazy white bitches. Get the lights off. I'm King Kong. I'm King Kong. I'm Sonic. I'll kick your ass. If you don't want me to kick your ass, you better shackle me. You better put me in shackles and stop flashing those flash bulbs in my eyes. I'm gonna beat up your picture. Photographs the cameras. I'm so crazy I'm not fighting people anymore. I'm gonna fight a bridge. Because I punched the walls in my house. We'll beat up the Brooklyn Bridge.
We talked to some contractor, says he has to go into Mike Tyson's house every once in a while and patch up the drywall because he punches through the drywall.
He said he had one special room he beats up all the time.
I beat up walls. I beat up a house. How you gonna fight me? I beat up a house. I beat up all the insulation in my house. My house wasn't warm enough, and I said, you insulation, I'm gonna beat you up. Fighting people isn't fun anymore. Yeah. It's hard to do this impression.
Rub on your voice.
I beat up the bridges. I beat up...
He's actually not even that high. He's like,
I beat up the bridges. I beat up the bridges. I'm gonna beat up Central Park. I'm gonna beat up the ionosphere. I'm gonna take on the ecosystem. I don't know what the ecosystem is, but I'm gonna beat it up. I'm gonna the sun and the moon. I'm gonna fly to I'm the first black man to fly to the moon and beat it up. I'm gonna kill the sun in the morning and the moon at night. What else you need, baby? Don't flash that in my eyes. You don't like it? Turn off your station before I beat it up. I'm gonna beat up your air conditioner. You're not gonna have any air conditioning this summer. I'm gonna beat up the radiator in your house. I'm gonna beat up the core of the earth. I'm gonna fly to the core of earth and beat it up. Because I'm crazy. I had Mike Tyson from gamma rays. Yeah, gamma rays came through a test tube and infected me. I'm gonna fight the Washington Monument. Yeah. And I'll knock it down. That big white the Washington Monument. You big. I'm gonna beat up Abraham Lincoln. You try living in my world just for one day. You couldn't do it. Couldn't. Yeah. You couldn't do it. Try doing it, Raggedy Ann.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I'll eat your on the line. Oh, anybody in here can't with this. Man, Mike. This is the ultimate, man. You hoe. Come and say my ass for everybody. You come on, you're scared coward. You're not man enough to me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white scared of the real man. I'll you till you love me.
Oh, my.
I'll F you till you love me.
Damn!
He never raped anyone.
I'll F you till you love me. I'll F you too. Your Honor, I never raped nobody. When I get done F'ing you, I'm going to F the Henry Hudson Parkway. I'm going to F you and all your male friends, and then we're gonna see who loves who. Yeah.
I think he's
the ultimate.
He's gay, man. That's a gay. You don't even in your anger. You don't say
that to a guy?
I'm gonna F you till you love me.
He sounds fruity.
Yeah, he
Maybe
does.
Jimmy Kimmel is onto something.
I think so.
I bit Vander Holyfield's ear. I bit the other guy just Lennox Lewis's foot, and now I'm gonna bite you. Yeah, your penis. Come here. I'll beat up your penis, then I'll bite it. I'll beat up the Milky Way, then I'll anally rape the moon. I'm gonna beat up the Big Dipper. I'm gonna marry Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm gonna run off with him, and then I'm gonna F Terry and Howie from NFL pregame, right? Anally, and then they're gonna love me, and then they're gonna be my bitches.
I'm gonna marry Jimmy Kimmel, Terry, and Howie. I'm gonna Fox pregame.
I'm gonna beat up Uranus. It's sending me messages through my telescope. I beat up my telescope.
The other night I was studying your anus through my telescope. I'm gonna rape your ass.
I wanna fly to Uranus, beat it up and rape it.
Gently.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you gentle and good till you love me.
I'm gonna go to Niagara Falls on my honeymoon with Brad Pitt. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lead you over to Park Bay. You.
I'm gonna beat up all the Friends cast.
Yeah, first I'll do Jimmy gently, and then I'm gonna really get him hard.
I'm gonna F Jimmy Kimmel till he loves me.
I like that contractor who said he has to go into Mike's house every couple of months and patch up the drywall that Mike punches out.
He puts holes in concrete.
God. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat up my house.
My house is yelling at me.
My house is talking to me, saying bad things.
I ain't gonna take that crap no more.
You'd be mad too if your house was talking to you.
You big bad house.
I said, Walls, you looking at me again?
You crazy Walls. Let me punch you.
What you looking at?
Hey!
I elbowed my wall. My banister to my stairway was screaming at me.
I want to beat up the house after the gamma rays hit me like Dr. Bruce Bannister.
Dr. Bruce Bannister.
Dominic Barbara wants to weigh in.
Weigh in.
I'm going to give you a theory and facts that are never discussed on the air before.
Go ahead.
A theory. Okay.
Are you ready?
F you.
F you, you white
You ready?
Go ahead.
When Mike Tyson was young, the rumor is that before he fought, 𝗛ጽ𝘄𝗿𝗍 would make him perform sexually on him.
Oh, please.
Now, you're all going to laugh. I know.
I'm going to rip your head off.
Now, you're all going to laugh at this.
The
boys that went there were abused. This is a rumor in the fighting world.
Well, what rumor? What's good as a rumor?
Yeah,
well,
I mean, come on.
Rumor is you were abused as a boy.
And it would explain...
Yeah, you better have some evidence there, counselor.
It would explain a lot of his oral fixation when he fights and gets angry, and his sexual comments. Because when Mike was young, he was abused, and now when he fights, it returns into the abused state. Ah.
Shut up with
I'm gonna.
No, seriously, Robin.
I'm gonna beat up your Bentley. Yeah. I'm gonna fight your Bentley, Dominic.
Robin, does it seem logical to you?
You have an oral fixation.
Yeah. You keep taking me out to dinner, I'm not gonna be able to fit my...
Oh, please. Here we go.
Next time I see you in a hot tub on a cruise, I'm gonna beat you up.
I'm gonna beat your fat ass, your fat white ass.
I'm gonna beat you and your hot tub.
Yeah.
Oh. I want to beat up a bridge next.
I'm gonna beat something up.
I'm gonna beat up a cruise ship.
I'm gonna beat up a cargo terminal or something.
I'm gonna beat up a port authority.
I'm crazy. I'm gonna beat up like a bus or something. You bring me anything. I'll beat up like some sort of like airplane hangar or something. Like a hangar at the airport. I just gotta beat up a 747 or something.
You don't know what to beat up, do you?
I'm beating stuff up. I'm crazy. What happened? These gamma rays got into my brain and I'm just beating stuff up. Put something in front of me. I'll beat it up.
Is the problem that your house is talking to you?
Yeah, my house again. Yeah, don't bring that up. That house got an ass kicking coming when I see it again. Keep me away from that house.
What if we took you, shackled you like King Kong,
shackle me up,
sent you up to the moon in a rocket ship? Would you beat up the moon for us?
I'll beat up the moon if someone flashed a light at me and I get out them shackles. I get mad. I'll beat that moon right the hell up.
How funny would it be if we chained him up like King Kong and brought him out, and then he just like burst out of the chains when the light bulbs go off? It confuses him and scares him. And then he carries a white woman in his hand and climbs to the Empire State Building.
I'm gonna kill the Empire State Building. Yeah.
Keep that place. Get him away from me.
Oh.
The only good thing about that story is then we get to shoot him down.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea what you make.
Really?
I have no idea.
I'm willing, you know what? I'm willing to tell you what I make, including appearances, with appearances.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
You want to say it here? You want to save it for...
This is with the DVD?
Everything. I'm talking about everything. Like stand-up.
I tell you what.
Stand-up, well, I've been lucky enough to sign a couple of development deals directly because of this show, and the movie deal, and all my stand-up appearances, and the salary here. I'd be willing to tell you what I make.
Do you want to tell it now, or do you want to make it a cliffhanger?
I don't care. You tell me. Well, wherever you want me to say it.
And by the way,
I mean, now it's going to be. I'm talking about a K-Rock.
Can you separate?
Right.
Can you?
Right. Oh, right. You're not talking about your new deal.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not talking about my new.
If you could separate out what you get paid from K-Rock, that's the number I'm most interested in. And then that second number as well.
That's your money. Yeah. Well, I'll say this: I make way more in other ventures than I do at K-Rock.
Right.
I more than.
Now, what about your new salary?
With the new salary, I got a very, very nice raise, I think.
Right.
And I'm insanely happy with what. Very generous over at the
Yeah, I don't even know what they paid you.
I
honestly don't.
You know, but again, with me, you got to factor in stand-up. You know,
right.
I'll say that the last 4 years, I've made way more on other things than I did.
you did here.
Yes, exactly. Right. But it was when I got this job, I said to my agent, I said, God, it's a base salary. What I'm making at this place, you know.
Right.
It's less than a sitcom, but it's a base salary. You know, look at what I can do in other areas.
All right, you want to come clean now, or you want to wait?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. You want him to come clean now?
Well, just because he's coming clean doesn't mean I am.
That's such a tempting morsel you've laid out there.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, for you know, this is everything with stand-up.
Okay, let's see what you're making. If you want to say it, go ahead. Good luck getting a plumber.
Yeah, you're going to ruin your life.
Well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
This year, I'll make, with everything, about $1.2 million.
Nice.
Now, so you're saying that would tell me that you make less than $600,000 as a K-Rock employee.
You're right.
I probably have you here I had you here at about 400. But, you know, the guy from...
So what? Is Gary far off that you get 400?
He's in the ballpark.
Yeah,
higher or lower?
He's in the ballpark. Higher.
Higher?
No, I mean, it's higher what I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not over $500,000, I would guess. It's somewhere between 4 and 5.
It's not.
4 or 5 at K-Rock, and then the rest already makes selling DVDs and working
a lot of stand-up, man. A lot of stand-up. I'll say, as a stand-up comic, there's nothing better than this show on the planet Earth. Nothing. There's nothing like it on the planet.
Yeah, you see, now, in a way, you see, people probably thought you were making more. I did. People think I'm making more.
Well, even the people on the round table have. Where did they have Artie?
Let's see. Let's finish.
I think they had him around 2. No?
They had him at $2 million.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, they had me up around 3.
You know, I mean, I'm just pulling that out of yeah, like Artie, the DVD, right? I mean, you know, like Jackie made a load of money selling that crap, those mugs and those stupid T-shirts, you know. Yeah. But he sold a lot of that stuff. So, Mike, what do you think?
I think that.
Tom's here.
No, I just came in to say, think about it. Think about if what Artie just said is true, and he spoke truthfully. Think about what they're just about to reference, which is the money that Jackie walked away from.
That's right.
5 years ago.
That's right.
For 5 years.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years ago, what the money would have been times 5.
Because
Artie's thanking God we're leaving and going somewhere else.
Just for perspective, I won't say how much it was, but Jackie was going to get paid significantly more.
That's right.
As a base salary.
I remember what you told me. The only salary I ever knew was Jackie's, because Tom finally came to me and said, I just want you to know what I offered Jackie. And I said, okay, what is it? And then he told me, and I fell down on the floor. And I go, who the hell would walk away from that? And do you know how hard it is to make money in radio? I mean, there's no job that will pay him that.
Oh, forget it.
To be, you know, to do what he's doing. There's just, I don't even know if he could go to Hollywood and make that.
So if Artie's been able to almost, let's say ballpark, because we're going to say the exact number, but almost triple what he, you know, his, or what he makes here plus double that again.
Imagine what Jackie was doing.
Yeah,
you know,
and Jackie had all the outside
right.
stuff.
And it just, you know, again, it makes it, I mean, and I'm not saying, I'm not taking
Wait till you ought to come in here when Jackie comes on the show.
Only if I'm invited.
Absolutely.
You know I don't
that one you're allowed.
Unless I'm invited.
You walk in anyway. All right, let's get back to this very interesting conversation from Superfan Roundtable, which is, this is about 1/10 of what they discussed.
Right.
You know.
It's amazing.
I was glued.
Artie makes minimum $1.5 million a year, and I think he deserves it. So
no, I don't think he makes that much.
No,
he's too new for that.
Hold on, Kevin, you weigh in. $750,000, and that's probably with everything. And he has the option, or he has.
Boy, these guys are pretty right on there.
Yeah. The ability to plug his gigs, and that makes extra money for him.
Okay, now we talked about everybody who's on air. Let's segue into the guys who are behind the scenes and run the show.
I think they're all getting.
Let's start with the first one. Gary 𝗏𝗏 produces the show for a very long time. How much do you think Gary's making? Lori, I'm going to start with you again.
I don't think it's a lot because he's doing these appearances he's always saying about. I'm going to go with $500,000.
Ralph, what do you think?
I don't think it's that much.
Really?
I think, you know, I would say he's probably making at least $100,000 a year. And then off those dumb appearances, he's probably making another like $500,000 or something.
He puts like $5,000 away for his kids a month or something for college.
Gary's doing well, but I don't think he's like even close to $1 million.
I think you guys are low. Kevin, what do you think?
I tend to think it's low too, but I don't think it's 100,000. I think it's maybe 250 to 500,000, which is a lot for a producer, but he's been there too. And he contributes to the show.
That's exactly what I was thinking, to $250,000 to $500,000. Look, you know how much money? I mean, I know they're tight. You know what I mean? But you know how much money this company has? They can turn around and go.
But they're tight. They're tight about it. They don't see it like that.
Boy, this is some compelling radio.
That's great.
I'm watching Gary's face.
Yeah, no, because
I was too.
Gary's in real pain.
They're mostly high, except for Ralph's really low.
Right.
That's what I could say. They're all high.
You mean literally high?
They got to be high to be saying these.
Can I ask you a question? This is one of the questions I get asked by fans all the time, starting about here and now on our way to
Right.
When you say that you don't know what any of us make,
that's right.
People always are under the impression that
I pay you,
or that you decide. In other words, say it's $100 million a year. If it's $100 million a year, you don't decide what everybody does.
Never. In fact, Robin and Fred have the same age and I do, and I never bring it up. You know, I don't ever bring it up or say anything. I say, just let me know if there's a problem, because all these people matter to me, and I want to make sure they're treated right. And please appeal to the company to let them understand that they're important to the show the same way I'm important to the show. And that's it. That's my speech. And the only time I ever found out a salary was the Jackie thing, because Tom came to me and said, I just want you to know what I offered him, because the negotiation was over.
Right. It was done.
That was it. And I said, what'd you offer him? You know, and he's told me, and I fell down. I fell down. Because, quite frankly, I thought he was pretty well compensated.
And you know what? I'll tell you, the real number that hits you, if not what Jackie turned down a year, because it was a rolling thing.
Right.
If you say what Jackie turned down for 5 years, that's the number that just knocks you over.
Right. You will not get up.
If I was, I'll say this. This is how good this show is to a stand-up comic. If I was willing to work, say, 90% of the weekends a year, I could triple that figure.
Right.
Wow.
You know, I mean, but it's just I dropped.
It would kill you, but you'd be very wealthy as a man.
Yes, Dominic.
If you take $2 for every dollar Jackie would have gotten, $2 from other appearances, take the new contract where he's going, It's over $20 million he actually walked away from adding it up. Think about it.
Yeah, I am
Whatever
thinking about
you just said.
Whatever you said, I'm thinking about.
$2 for
I would think about it if I could understand your garbled way of speech.
$2 for every dollar.
Every $2 for every dollar, or steak for 2 for 1.
Plus the serious contract he would have got, it is $20 million easily. And ask everyone there, figure it out. It's because if he's saying he can get $2 for every dollar in either, he was selling everything. There's Jackie mugs, there's Jackie T-shirts.
Jackie's liver. Yeah, the only thing, I mean, the only thing I sell is a DVD. I don't have any other stuff.
Yeah, you got that from me.
Mr. Junior.
Artie, do you think $2 for every dollar you get in salary you can make on the outside?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Without question.
I still don't understand what he's saying.
Steak for 2 for 1. In other words, double it.
All I know is Gary looks in real pain.
I'm still thinking about it.
He's still
See, he's arguing with the people on the round table.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but Dominic's actually low.
Really?
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's actually you'd be on the low side.
You're counting all the plugs and all that.
Well, I'm just counting, taking all the extra income because Dominic's saying...
He's saying $2 for every dollar is more than $20 million.
And if you did that number...
It was Jackie walked away from $7 billion.
Something like that.
Yeah, more than you.
Yeah. How did he get all that? $20 million.
Let me ask you something.
Is it the Jackie Show or the Howard Show?
The joke Trump. This was always a rumor I heard. And Tom, is this true or not? I mean, you guys would know. Did Jackie have in his deal an 8 a.m. plug every day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now listen. As a stand-up comic, I would take that rather than a couple $100,000 extra.
And let me tell you something about that plug. He could promote, he could go to a comedy store, right, Tom, and say, hey, I have a plug.
Right.
You guys want to get plugged, or you want to plug other comedians?
That's right.
He could use it any way he wanted.
And I got to tell you, Jackie was much more intricate than you think. It was an 8 a.m. plug contractually, but Jackie laid them all out for the week. There was the 7:30 plug, the 7:45 plug, the 8 o'clock.
He danced around.
He rotated.
When I missed one, like if I was in the middle of something, I ignored his plug. I don't want to mess up the flow of the show, but I put my plug up. And that's when I said, what am I doing with this?
Because he had to make sure he licked those fingers to pull it out.
Yeah.
There were two guaranteed plugs already.
Right.
Wow.
Middle of the show and end of the show.
And Howard, and both had to be voiced by Howard.
What was I thinking?
Wow.
Right.
Wow. That's an amazing...
Stuttering John and I used to sit around and say, if we could get one of those a week, one middle of the show plug a week, we'd never have, we'd be rich.
Well, he had a good deal. No doubt about it. Your wife's on the phone. Yes, Penelope.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's her.
Tom's wife. Yes.
Howard?
Yes, Penelope.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Tom.
Hi, honey.
Hi, what's going on?
You called.
I called because, listen, this is very appropriate. One of my favorite moments on the Howard Stern show was when Howard used to call you 𝗵𝗵cie𝗿𝗿.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
And he was railing about something, and it was in the early days when he would call the house in the morning. And so one morning he got Tim on the phone, and Tim had to be like 10 or 11, maybe 12 years old. And so Howard starts in on Tim. Tim, does your father pay you an allowance? How much allowance do you get? Like, how much a week does your father give you to spend just exactly the way you want? And Tim unknowingly said, well, I don't get an allowance.
And we laughed.
No, you said, well, how do you get your money? And my poor son was in the middle of some class project and said, well, I collect bottles and cans.
Oh, Jesus. That poor kid. She couldn't get in it.
So my poor baby, everybody's feeling really sorry because this cheap man is making him go out into the street and collect these bottles and cans.
In an orange jumpsuit.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Penelope. That's a great memory.
He
And
also jacked cars at 15.
yes, Ralph. By the way, congratulations on Superfan Roundtable.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that looking back and listening to you replay, I think I really got caught up in the moment. We're in the new place and, we're having a round table talking about you. And, I'm thinking how important everything, but you forget radio gives you no respect.
That's right. These are salaries for radio. And let me tell you, one of the greatest accomplishments I think I've had in radio, with and then Fred and Robin can really attest to this because they go back 20 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That to see anybody make any money.
Yeah, a lot of guys are making decent, more than decent livings.
Well, now you got a rock star replacing me on the radio. I mean, it was unheard of. When I got into radio, there was nobody making any money.
Imagine his starting salary. Nobody ever even got that.
I mean, first of all,
we're all sitting there thinking what people on the show should be making.
Yeah, nobody had negotiating in radio is tough because radio is a mom and pop business, and by that I mean it's always it was
a local guy who owned a station.
And he sold $60. Commercials cost $60 a spot, and by the time you paid the commission to this sales guy and everything, you made very little money, no matter how big a star you were.
Right.
I mean, in Washington D.C., I was the #1 morning man. I took the ratings and. What's the word for 8 times the ratings? I octupled the ratings. Octupled the ratings, taking them to #1 in, I think, in 2 books. Robin, myself, and Fred.
Forget it. Like the Babe Ruth hitting all those home runs.
And I believe my salary was $40,000 a year. And they made.
It actually might have been less.
But Howard.
No, I think it was 40.
Around there.
It was around there. Yeah. No, you're right.
I think the reason it was because I remember there was a really bitter moment with Golf.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting in the office, and for some reason he decided at one moment to blurt out your salary, and it upset you, and you left the room, which I don't blame you because he had no business doing that.
Yeah.
But I think he said $35,000.
Yeah, it might have been that.
You might have gone there for that. Yeah. And then there was some kind of an adjustment midstream, but he never wanted to negotiate a decent contract.
You know what? As long as we're all about revelations, I've never told you this because I don't want to get somebody in trouble. But I'll tell you something. This is something that I never told you. I feel guilty about not telling you this.
This is good.
I was called to possibly replace you.
Where?
As a morning guy.
Wait, you mean on this show?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
In Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
How weird was that?
It was. My manager called me one day and said, Hart, they called and there was no formal offer, but they said, would Artie be interested possibly in being the new morning guy in a couple of major markets?
Wow.
Really?
Wow, that is the sleaziest friggin' move I've ever heard.
And I didn't.
Wow.
I said to him, I'm not even going to think twice about that.
God.
I said immediately say no.
How shocking is that? How sleazy
that
is
that? Shocking.
But,
you mean this is recent?
Yeah, sure, this was over the summer.
That would have been
This was in July.
Unbelievable.
Would that have been interesting?
Well, I can tell you one more.
Yeah. You got approached too?
Informally.
Yeah.
But was just asked about the possibility, like just by somebody in programming, about myself and Artie being the nucleus of a show in one of the top 5 cities.
Unbelievable.
One of the top 5 cities.
Unbelievable.
And I said,
you want to know something?
You know what? Not even you couldn't even afford.
You know what? You know what this reminds me of? When I got fired from NBC, and we were out the door, and NBC kept Fred around, and I said, and Fred said to me, "What do I do here?" I said, "Fred, look, we don't have jobs. You got to make a living. You might as well stay at NBC and make some money because the guy."
And it was so uncomfortable.
Well. While they were there.
What did Fred do?
So wait, he had his own show with Al Rosenberg.
And me.
And Gary in the afternoons.
The 3 of us.
And it was
so I called the guys and I said, look, I'm going to try and get a new job somewhere and bring you with me. And Fred said to me, look, they've offered me a job. And Fred was considering it. And I said to Fred,
I was considering on because I was feeling desperate, and they were like putting such pressure.
I'm sure they were putting pressure because he's in-house.
So I said to Fred, I said, I'm begging you. I don't have a job for you yet, but I'll come up with something. And I didn't feel comfortable even saying this. I said, if you take a job at NBC and do your own show, they're going to get rid of you in 6 months. And I said, not because you're not talented. I said, that station is going down. These guys don't have a clue what they're doing. They don't understand the chemistry. They don't understand anything we're up to. I said, don't please, consider it. And I don't have a thing to offer you, but the second I get it, I will make sure that you come over with us.
You want something? I have to say one thing right now. Thanks to K-Rock. Because it was I was getting really depressed about it.
I know.
Well, you remember Fred was in the...
Well, they were pressuring Fred to sign the contract. But seriously, listen, I mean, Artie or Fred or Gary or anyone who'd want to go do their own show, I would say do it. But I think it's like almost like on Survivor when they break up their tribe. The tribe, it's crazy. They wanted what they want to do is pick us off one by one.
And I'll tell you what, they threw a crazy number out. Crazy.
What was the number they
made an offer?
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You're coming clean.
Come on.
Offer the number.
What do you care?
What's the number?
There was no offer. They threw out. My manager digging before he talked to me. So what are we talking about here? And the guy said maybe around $5 million.
Wow.
A year? I don't know.
Or a $5 million contract.
I don't know.
I might have taken.
He said 5 to 10. He said 5 to $10 million.
I might have taken.
Well, I was getting ready to be hurt because you told Fred not to take the job.
So,
and remember when we left Washington?
Right.
And I got a job offer.
Right.
And I told you about the job offer. And you looked at me and said, Robin, you got to take that.
No, that was a whole different situation.
What I said that
I had a job. That's a different situation. I had a job at NBC. I was signed.
Right.
And they had promised me I could bring Robin, and then they bailed on me. After that Douglas Kiker piece.
Right.
Big time.
So Robin came to me and said, I have a job. I said, Robin, you got to take the job. I've got a job, and they won't hire you. But I will do everything I can to get you a job offer there.
How long were you on the air without Robin?
Way too long.
2 months? Just about a month.
Was it a month? It seemed like a year.
We were apart for a long time, but you didn't start at NBC for a long time after you left Washington.
Every day I begged them. I'd go in there every day. Come on, you can hire Robin. And Robin was
But I would have been tied up in a 5-year contract if I had taken your advice.
Oh, you mean, with DC 101?
Yeah.
Well, I felt guilty because I had promised you a job at NBC, and I was like, they said they will not hire you.
It didn't look good.
Because they wanted me to quit.
Right, wow.
Right, it didn't look like you even going to have
No, they wanted me. Well,
that was the sad thing. He said, Robin, they won't even talk to me.
They won't. They wanted me to quit.
Hey, Artie, if they made a solid offer for between $5 to $10 million a year, would you have jumped?
No.
And I know why.
I honestly would. I'll tell you why. Because here's the thing.
A year. $5 to $10 million a year.
They didn't specify what it was. They said it's a $5 to $10 million possible offer, what it would be. And
wow.
I immediately said...
can you imagine that? That's how
I said, first of all, listen.
That's how important the F you to me is. No offense.
Right.
No offense. I think you'd be a great morning man.
No, I agree with you,
but
man.
It's so important for them to F me over that they would just open up the piggy bank for anyone.
Howard, listen to me.
And you work so hard to elevate this medium to get to the point, and then they just throw money at Artie. No offense.
You don't have to be nice about it. I said, listen, guys, I sit next to this guy every morning. I don't think I could do that. It's different what I do and what he does. Pacing a show, running a show. Like, that's really not showing any respect for what he does.
Well, I want to say something. I am really thrilled you're coming with me to the new place. So, I love and adore you.
Sure, no.
And, I admire your decision because a lot of people would have just taken the money and said, screw it. And I'm going to tell you something, man. That shows incredible loyalty to me.
Oh, sure.
And I'm going to tell you something. That is really moving to me more than anything you could ever say.
Well, listen, I sat on this a long time. I don't want to ever, because that's not why I'm telling you this, but I feel guilty not telling you because I think
you could tell me anything.
But it was, the other thing I said to my manager was, and not to get sappy, I said, Howard is become a friend of mine, man. I said, I could never do that to the guy. Even if, even if I thought for 1 second I could possibly compete with him, I could never do it to him. I wouldn't be able to look anybody in the face.
Regardless of that, I got to tell you something. It takes a strong man to turn that kind of money. But I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not saying this selfishly. I think you made the right move.
No, of course I did.
I think we're bound for greatness in another way.
I would have been off in 3. I think I would have sucked.
You would have burnt out, too.
You would have never seen $5 million.
But I owe you a car. Succumbed from the pressure.
No, but Howard, Artie would have never seen $5 million. After 6 months, they'd have bailed on him.
Well, if he had a solid contract.
They would have had to pay.
I think they'd give him at least a year before they pull the plug.
And you know what? And the bottom line is, it's all, like, why are they trying so hard just to screw me over? Like, even like Tom saying, I just offered him, we'll buy out the entire last day, we'll buy the entire last day of commercial spots. I said, if there's a problem with me, whatever, let them buy the whole thing out at a premium. And he goes, no. And I go, why not? You sell to other satellite companies? Why? Isn't it because it's me? And everyone's just vindictive against me. And he said, no, that's not it. But what else would be the reason?
It so clearly is, because it's not a good business decision to F with you like this.
But what is a good business reason for turning down,
hey, Gary,
like double the rate?
Gary, what was your offer? Like, was it like sick, crazy?
You know what? It never got into money. Although money was insinuated.
Right.
Really? What was the insinuation?
Well,
who made the approach?
That I'd rather not say.
Okay.
I'd rather not say. I would tell you that off the air.
I would say it was Tom.
No. And I would tell you that off the air.
It was Chuck Roast.
It was about a week or two. And the funny thing was about a week.
Fred's pissed he didn't get approached, and so is Robin.
Yeah, really? What are we?
Well, they figured there was no way they were going to get you guys.
They had to figure that.
That would just be plain stupid.
That would just be ridiculous.
I got a call.
It was about 2 or 3 weeks after you made the announcement, when you had said, I hope everybody comes with me, but certainly nobody had made me I didn't have a formal offer.
Right.
And somebody called me and said, how would you feel about coming to a certain area and doing the show? And I'm like, well, what would I do? And they go, well, you and Artie.
What area? Philly?
Way far west. Los
Angeles?
Yeah. How would you feel about coming to L.A.?
So it was Bob Moore.
It wasn't. How would you feel about coming to
Jack Silver?
It could have been.
Okay. Go ahead.
But he was feeling it.
Right. He was working for someone.
How would you feel maybe you and Artie would be like the nucleus of something, or maybe it's the You and Artie show? And first of all, I don't think the Gary and Artie show has any interest to anyone. And I said, Oh,
I'd be interested.
Yeah, well, on a whole other level. And I said, you know what? I said, I've already spoken to Howard. I said, I don't have a deal, but I know I'm going over there, and I know this is what I want to do. And
I said to my manager, the analogy I used is, I said, Pete, I'd rather be a player on the Yankees than the captain of the Double A. That's what I said to him. And I said, before I did that to Howard or anybody, I'd go back to the world of sitcoms. Why would I do that?
Well, bro, let me tell you something.
What would I do?
I am moved by what both you and Gary are telling me, and I'll tell you another thing. We're going to have some real fun.
Oh, sure. I'm incredibly thrilled. And I didn't say it because, I sat on this a long time. But now we're coming towards the end, and I'm feeling like... And
I'll tell you another thing. This fuels me beyond what you could even imagine.
Good.
You don't understand the fire that is ignited in me right now. And the thoughts that go on. And I am going to tell you something. I am going to reinvent everything.
Right.
Based on this conversation.
Including Artie Lange.
No, I mean, you already reinvented
Arthur.
You already reinvented audio.
By the way, Howard, I just want to say that my dinner this evening with Bob Moore and Jack Silver should be very comfortable.
Bobby, my good friend Bob Moore.
Well, again, he didn't make the call.
Look what happened from the Superfan Roundtable.
Superfan Roundtable, I got to take my radio and throw it out the window. Between Superfan Roundtable and that H100 News.
It drives me crazy.
Do you listen to it every night?
I love it. And I got to say one thing. Ralph, you're hired. You can be my agent.
Yeah, Ralph.
Right.
I actually like you.
I want to pull a Terrell Owens.
Hey, Howard, can I just tell you one more story about what it's like to
Superfan Roundtable is the best show ever.
Just a real quick story about what it's like to make money in radio.
Look what it sparked here.
Hey, Hey, Howard, let me ask you a quick question. Are people, are they making money, like a ton of money, like comparing TV to radio? Are they just cheap, or are they socking it away, or they don't really have, like, TV money? Like Artie was making $50,000.
No, TV money is way different. You're talking about a whole different medium. You're talking about what sponsors will pay. It's a whole different thing.
They'll throw away money on nothing.
The heyday of this show, we were getting, and this show has generated billions for this company. Right. Don't be fooled by any press release that there were times that we were getting, at the height, $30,000 a minute.
Unheard of that. Now that's getting
on radio.
into television territory for spots.
I'll tell you this. The world of television is a whole different pay scale. Talk about guys who do 13, 20-week shows. They make millions and millions of dollars.
Well, Artie can tell you.
Here they don't make that kind of money. In fact, it is shocking to me how they're willing to open up the pocketbooks just to screw with me.
Well, look how they've, not even people on the show, but, these other people they're trying to dig up to replace you, they're offering them a ton of money.
Oh, it's unheard of. Guys who have never even proven themselves getting all kinds of money.
When I left the Norm Show, my manager said, the most insane thing's about to happen to you. You're going to become like a rock star. You're going to be insanely more famous, and you're going to take a 50% pay cut.
Right.
Watch what happens.
But, obviously for me as a comic, it's a base salary.
But you're doing better at the new place, right? I mean, you're making good money.
Absolutely, Howard. It's
good.
Fantastic.
Good.
And with the money I made in stand-up, I made more than I made in the Norm Show here. I mean, it was, again, a base salary,
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, just to give you an idea of how little money there is in radio, when I was working for you at NBC, I was making $7,500 a year, right?
Let me ask you something. Why would they pay you the money?
That they've never been able to give him here.
Like, why didn't they reward you while you were here with that kind of money?
So
if you're that good.
I'm going to say, because this is how it all starts. This is the story. This is how it all starts.
You know what this is? If Howard likes the guy, he must be good. Right.
And I got to tell you, I do have to say that for a long time in this company, they banked on the goodwill of us to you. Almost the knowledge that we love the show so much we won't walk away.
Right.
And over the years,
that's been a bargain.
It's probably hurt me, but it's still been worth it.
Right.
But so I was making $7,500 a year. As soon as they fired you from NBC, they immediately bumped me up to $10,000.
Yeah.
As soon as Fred left, they bumped me up to $12,000. Right.
Right.
So when I came over from my first meeting with Tom, I'll never forget. I was so stupid and young and didn't know what to say in that kind of negotiating, what not to say. So Tom says, well, what are you looking for? And I said, listen, I'm making $12,000 a year.
Big mistake.
And I don't have any benefits. I said, what I would like is some medical benefits, and I would love to make $20,000 a year. Tom pulled that calculator out, and he calculated that the company paying my benefits equaled $4,000 a year, so he's going to give me $16,000 in benefits.
Wow. So if they piss on you so bad, then why all of a sudden are they opening up the bankroll when I'm leaving?
But that's always the offer I got from DC 101 was mind-blowing at the time.
Right, I remember that.
Mind-blowing.
Robin and I signed with NBC. All of a sudden, they approached Robin for huge money. I forget how much it was.
It was
it like $200,000?
It was a $500,000 contract for a kid who was 28 years old, just starting in radio.
And they could have signed me for half of that. That's all I was looking for. And they wouldn't do it. But all of a sudden, when I was leaving, they were willing to sign Robin for all that.
But, Howard, even the tiny little bits of money they gave me at NBC, like, as soon as you were gone, there was like, he's been with Howard. He must know something. Let's keep him around.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
No, it's all about your validation. Absolutely. They're saying, Howard thinks this guy's good, so maybe the fans will
anything.
Right.
But
Scott,
they weren't paying us that when we were working.
Wait, here's a sad story. With everything that's going on, here's a guy got offered nothing.
I got a revelation.
Go ahead.
I was offered $50.
Wait, Scott, the engineer.
Through the grapevine, I heard, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Have a good time.
What? Say that again? What do you
Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
In other words,
get the hell out.
You mean they wanted to get rid of you?
They were going to throw him out.
Right.
Yeah, well, don't worry.
We were gone.
That came up last night. Is Scott going over?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good.
Scott is. You see, that's another crucial error they're making here. Whether Scott going with me Scott is one of the best engineers.
He's valuable.
This guy gets it. When you come up with a bit and you hand it to him, he gets it done.
He's the only engineer here capable of doing it.
And they don't have engineers over there, really.
There's some fine engineers here, but Scott's my ace in the hole.
Scott knows his show better than anyone.
And you can just hand him something. Right. He knows what to do.
You know what I wanted to say yesterday before? I mean, I couldn't do a good as job as I do without you guys giving me the material that you create.
Absolutely true.
You're the brains.
Duh. I mean,
somebody's got to put it on tape.
Yeah, right. It's the end of the show. We're being nice.
Don't get carried away.
The greatest talent that Scott has, and I talked about this, that would be so hard to get with a new guy is, I got a piece of tape. Scott, I need to pull like the meat of this tape. I'm really busy with the guests down the hall. You know what to do.
It's like shorthand now.
Right.
Yeah. And that's hard to find in a new person.
Wow. Well, a lot of revelations made, and these are not the revelations that we're saving.
No.
I can't see how you can beat Artie's today.
Artie threw out like 3, I think.
I'll tell you what.
I lost count.
I'll tell you what. I can beat Artie's.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure you can.
That was pretty big.
And I will. I already told Will my revelation.
You know what, Artie? I don't know what you revealed, but you could have revealed that and gotten off the hook.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to hurt yourself.
You gave it.
We talked about that too. What we thought everybody's revelation was.
No, I mean,
Artie told Sal his revelation. Yeah, I heard that part. By the way, I heard that part of Roundtable Discussion, Superfan Roundtable. Yeah, my revelation isn't that I've had gay by the way.
No, I didn't tell Sal my revelation.
Sal told Artie.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Hey, Bong-Hit Eric is saying this conversation's boring.
Oh,
what?
Wow, I thought we were doing good radio
Why don't
here.
you take some methamphetamine?
What's up with him?
No, Sal. Artie told Sal his revelation.
Artie told Sal?
Because Sal told me, and it was what they said.
Oh, did I?
Artie.
I forget.
Jeez, I thought this was good radio. I see the one negative, and I get really bummed out.
Artie just has 100 revelations. He's a very treasure.
How did Will know Sal wasn't just guessing?
Right.
I don't know.
Will might have just revealed it.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Howard.
Is this boring?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a doctor. I am not currently treating patients because I am standing by the radio listening to what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Absolutely stellar. First off, Artie, you are the effing man. I mean, that's unbelievable. I was poised like I was ready to start a race when he was talking about whether or not he was going to, reveal that information.
Hey, Bong-Hit, wait a second. Bong-Hit, how is this boring to you?
I didn't say it was boring. What I said to the intern was that you guys are getting all mushy with each other. And it's almost like making me want to cry. I haven't laughed in like 10 minutes.
Because I got a note that says, Bong-Hit Eric, this conversation is so boring. And I went, oh, man, I thought we were really getting down to it.
We were nailing it.
No, it's interesting. I like when you reveal stuff like that, like especially the money stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, it's not even about laughing right now. It's a show that is actually defined. I mean, part of the warped person that I am, even though people rely on me as a doctor every day, is a consequence of being 14 years old and my mother slapping my hand off the radio while I was twisting the dial to AM to listen to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're learning things about you that you and the staff. I mean, and Artie. Screw anybody that says Artie isn't the best addition to the show.
Artie's a great addition. He really is.
Absolutely.
Very happy with our team. And by the way, I'm very happy our team is intact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm psyched about that, too.
Wow, I didn't know we were under attack like that.
And by the way, I'm going to end this conversation by saying thank you, Don Buchwald, for changing my life.
All right,
Can I ask you something, one last honest question, because I've been milling about this. Are you mad that I didn't tell you that for a couple of months?
No, it's your prerogative. In fact, I'm sure in some way you thought you were protecting me.
Oh, yeah, I felt guilty. I felt dirty even knowing about it. Like, I lost sleep over it.
You shouldn't even know about your own offer.
No, I know.
But look at me, man. Look at me. You could tell me anything.
I know.
I think you're learning that, right?
Of course
yeah.
I am.
I don't. I don't know.
I know.
People think that I'm like insane. That they can't tell me.
When I first got here, of course, it was a different story. But in the last 4 years, I call you a friend of mine.
Yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely.
Hey, I can tell you for a fact that you can even call him with things that, you know, like me, going to him and saying, look at this contract they just offered me.
Right.
You know, I showed him the whole thing. He would advise me about me, not about me and him.
I got a question for Artie that could open up an odd can of worms for us. The guy that made the offer to you, is he now working for us at our new place?
See, I don't want to get it.
So it must be Tim.
This is why I did. This is why.
But you know
Tim make the offer?
But you know that Tim.
There had to be a gun to his head.
Oh, please.
You
know, in fact, I mean, Tim will never, ever reveal to me whatever he learned when he was a program guy here.
Right.
I mean that, and I respect that about him.
Right.
But I know that Tim ain't calling the shots.
Right.
You know.
Tim is such a great guy, and that's the one reason I didn't tell you, was because I said, God, especially after you hired him.
I wouldn't have been mad at Tim.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's an amazing guy, and he's great at what he does.
Tim ain't authorized to offer those kind of dollars without that kind of.
There wasn't. Let me explain. There wasn't an offer. It was a discussion. There was no offer.
We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.